hello, hello. I'm not sure if my streaming software is working. I think it is. Oh, good. All right. So I just thought I would provide an opportunity for our amateur radio club to connect about what's going on locally here in New York. I figure if I'm going to do that, I might as well record it, and it'll give you a little insight into what's going on in upstate New York regarding it, and I don't know, just kind of connect our local radio community. This is KD2IIN. Net control for an improvised net for COVID. If there's anyone interested in discussing this topic, please call now. We'll see if anybody shows up. I don't know, might be a big flop, but people expressed interest in it before.
Improvised check-in. KD2 MBF. 3EYQ.
Alright, the net recognizes KD2 MBF, Greg, and 3EYQ, Paul, and I think there was another station there, but I didn't catch the call. There's a couple there already. Alright, well, there's only a few people here, so I'm not going to run like a big net control thing. Let's just go interactive. What's going on over in your neck of the woods, Greg?
Just laying low. Did some shopping over the weekend, kind of stocked up. Bought some meat from my neighbor to stock the freezer, and bought a lot of canned goods. Just, some long-term stuff, just in case. I just finished a job, so I don't have any work lined up, but my industry is shut down anyway for this whole thing, so that's about it. I'm just laying low, have a little bit of allergies or a head cold that I've been dealing with, and that's about it. Back to you from KD2 MBF.
All right, very good, very interesting. Well, I guess I'll just pass over to Paul, and then I'll put in my 2 cents.
I guess we're doing the garden then, huh? I guess it's 30 at that time. Still too early to plant that, and we had snow last night, you know what I mean? I'm 3EYQ.
Well, you guys had snow over there? I didn't get any here. No, I'm just doing this as like sort of an improvised check-in net due to the current situation here regarding coronavirus and all that sort of stuff. Just thought I would provide an opportunity for people to check in, see what's going on, all that sort of thing. I did send out a club email, but I know some emails on the website aren't valid, so don't know if you got it. Also, you may not have checked your email in the last 15 minutes or less.
Oh, you're talking Coronas. I got one right here. It's made in Mexico. M3EYQ.
Very good, very good. Let's see if anybody else is around here too. This is KD2 and looking for check-ins for an improvised net. Anyone else out there?
Yeah, K2BHM. I'm good for a laugh or two.
All right, net recognizes K2BHM. Jim, what's going on in your neck of the woods, Jim?
Well, with the shortage of toilet paper and hand sanitizer, the next thing will be the shortage of limes to go with the corona. Lyme disease goes with it, doesn't it?
Corona and lime, two great tastes that go great together. So, has anyone taken extra precautions? I know Greg mentioned he had some food and his work industry is shut down. He's just laying low. I still have work at the moment, but fortunately most of my work is done from home. The little bit that I do outside of here is in the woods anyway, so low exposure risk there. But we have some food provisions stocked here, and we're kind of getting ready for springtime. Other than that, life goes on as normal for me.
Very good, CJ. It's interesting, you say it that way because you go outside and everything seems pretty normal. If you get away from media and internet and people, if you go out in the woods, life is normal. Everything is the same.
Yeah, things have been pretty busy lately, but the few chances I've got to go outside have been like, oh right, this is just normal springtime, this is great.
I just got here home, so be right back. M3 right here.
Alrighty, Paul, we'll catch you in a few. And I guess I'll just say this, nobody has to check in, just start your call out if you want to jump in on the conversation. K to 2 IIN.
Let's see if I got it. Well, being retired, we can just sit back and watch everything pass us by, and we got stuff in the freezer and stuff in the cupboard and so forth and so on, and we'll still get our checks from Social Security, so kind of like just chill out and enjoy it. Get some projects done, and we don't have to go out anywhere.
K2IIN. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way about it. I did go out today and pick up some chicken feed. Everything seemed normal down at Eggway, and I don't think there's a whole lot you can do other than move on and try and observe, quarantine conditions. I will say, town looked really creepy today with even the businesses that were open. The parking lots were pretty empty. It's a weird twist. I'm used to what you see with like the snowstorm blizzard effect where everything is just totally shut down. This is like a cross of the two, like a hybrid.
Well, my friend John and Pat at the coffee shop, John went out for supplies last Friday, and he came back and he had some expletives about he exploits some people there, and he says they're freaking nuts. There's nothing there. There's no meat. There's no chicken. No pasta. No, everything's empty. You can walk into the store if you can get into the store, and there's nothing to buy. And he was like, "What is it with these people?"
Yep. I've heard the same thing. I've heard that from my friends in Canada and New Zealand and really everywhere I talk to on the planet. Same thing. Pretty amazing. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a rational way to approach things. I ran into a lady today who was saying, we need to just like work. This is like the time to work together as a community and not just go, hog up all the resources.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think the total lack of any toilet paper anywhere to be found is a statement of the the feelings of people towards the current situations?
For sure. And like the other irony in that is like the people that scapped up all the soap, so now not everybody has soap to wash their hands. That would seem counterproductive.
Yeah, take away the defense that people have to keep you from getting it from them.
Yep.
I think society is being tested, and we're going to fail.
Boy, I hope we're not going to fail. I think it'll help make us more resilient long term. This brings back once again the point of this massive distributed infrastructure system. It's not as robust as a network of many nodes that are closer together, and that way when a couple of nodes go down, the rest of the net can carry it. I don't know, maybe this will help us evolve how we do things in general for distribution, from food on up in this country. Who knows?
more worried about the fragile economy than the virus. I'm really afraid of just people running out of money, and how long does this go on for? You know, what's going to happen? That's what terrifies me.
Yep. That's my concern as well. I did get an interesting email today. I don't know if I should share the whole thing or not.
Are the email police listening?
Oh, the email police are everywhere, aren't they?
Go for it.
All right. Take this with a grain of salt. This is not any medical or professional advice, but I'm going to read this to you. Dear friends, this information in the blog you see below, and I could share these links if you want somehow. The information in the blog you see below sounds plausible to me about how this pandemic got started, but leaving aside for now how it got started, this is one very useful clinical takeaway from it. Selenium supplements will likely give a considerable amount of protection. We all should observe the utmost caution anyway: gloves, masks, social isolation, the whole 9 yards. But taking selenium should help to minimize the effects of the virus if one is exposed to it. Here's what the author of the blog says specifically about selenium. I'll drop for a sec. This is an excerpt from that. Another aspect of this type of viral transmission is that there are certain people who just don't seem to be affected by viruses of this type. This article, link cited, explains that the only people that can be affected by the 2019 coronavirus have less than 98.7 micrograms per liter of selenium in plasma or serum. Those who have enough selenium are immune to this and all other envelope viruses. Selenium can be obtained from Brazil nuts, selenium pills, or Astragalus tea. I would strongly suggest you go read this for yourself and all the linked documentation, and go further to perform a Google search for coronavirus and selenium. You'll be amazed at the amount of the documentation that comes up, all confirming the original point. I'll drop again. Based on this helpful hint, I just started doing a search to see if I can claim selenium protecting from coronaviruses, and envelope virus in general is true. Here's the first one I found. He cites another link. And then I'll go down to how selenium protects against viral infections and mutations. I'll drop for a sec. KD2IIN. How selenium protects against viral infections and mutations. Selenium is an essential micronutrient that is important for immune response, thyroid health, oxidative damage prevention, and many other functions. Selenium from our diet replaces a sulfur atom in the amino acid cysteine to form selenocysteine, which is then incorporated into selenoproteins. There are 25 known selenoproteins, with most of them exhibiting antioxidant properties such as glutathione peroxidase. Viruses produce reactive oxygen species, which are combated by GPX and other selenoproteins to slow down viral replication and mutations. 2 different sightings there. Studies using mice have shown that viral symptoms and infection times are more severe when dietary selenium is deficient, and that low selenium intake results in decreased GPX activity. That's glutathione peroxidase. Sightings 3 and 4 there. While selenium may not be the only nutrient that slows or prevents viral damage and mutation, adequate selenium nutrition should be considered as a defense against viral infectious diseases. In a nutshell, selenium deficiency, increased viral oxidative stress inflammation, increased viral damage and mutations, new viral strains. Anyway, I just thought I would share that. KD2IIN. Hi, Jane.
I'm going to get some.
Yeah, and I should note that some of the foliar feeds I use have selenium available in them as well, and there are many studies pointing to similar benefits in plants for immunity and good DNA replication and that sort of thing. So this makes a lot of sense to me. Bob, pick it up. Bob's a pharmacist, for those who don't know.
Yeah, I read partially through what I could at work with the article you sent me. Seems pretty interesting, and the way I look at it is
Can't hurt.
It's really cheap. It'll do no harm. It potentially could do good, so why not?
good, very good. And I guess I'll just leave a pause here in case there's anybody else who wants to jump in. And then, I don't know. Well, we don't really have a rotation here, but whoever wants to pick it up, pick it up.
K2RWI. K2DED.
Alright, I got K2RWI and K2DED. Hi, Ethan and Steve. How are you guys?
K2RWI, I'm doing pretty good. Haven't been on any 2-meter nets recently. Been doing a lot of HS. I just see my call sign changed. I figured I'd listen tonight with the coronavirus going on, and I can see that as a prominent topic here tonight.
KV2IN. Yeah, absolutely. I just figured I would jump in and see what the local conditions are. Have you been out to any stores down there? And what have you observed in your area? And congrats on the call upgrade, by the way.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I changed the call in December. It's pretty similar, so it should be easy to identify me in the future.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I haven't found K2IIN open yet, so still hanging out on that one, but I hear you.
Well, when it does, hopefully you can get the jump on it.
For sure. Hey, K2DED, Steve, I haven't talked to you in forever. What's going on down there?
Oh, nothing much, brother. I'm just happy to hear you guys tonight. We're doing all right here. Hope everybody else is doing okay at home. Yeah, it's been good. It's been doing really good. I just finished up my EMT 6-month class and did my practical a few days ago, and the written test has now been postponed until April. I'm supposed to take it in 2 days, so I'm gonna have to put it off for another few weeks to take it on the final.
Okay, I got everything up to practical, and then I caught bits and pieces about stay healthy and such. So your signal's a little scratchy, but glad to hear from you, and glad to hear you're doing your EMT test. I hope you can finish the practical. I know that's a good thing to do while you're well, it's still fresh in your mind. Anyone else with 2 cents, throw in.
I'm back, N3, you like you.
Paulie, how's it going?
Really don't have that much to add about this, but if you want a little comedy about something like this, you gotta dig up George Carlin back in the early 2000s about disease and germs. It's a pretty good skit that he did back then. Basically, you got to use your immune system.
Absolutely. Yeah, George Carlin was brilliant.
Sure, that's Mr. Conductor talking. N3UIQ. Hey, CJ, isn't selenium found in a lot of mushrooms as well?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's found in mushrooms and all through other parts of agricultural stuff. I know it's used in supplementation for some. I don't remember if it's cattle or goats or horses or one of them, but it also helps them with milk production and DNA replication and a whole bunch of other real subtle things that you only need a little bit, like some of the other traces, but very powerful effects from everything I've read and studied so far.
Well, I got 2 bottles of 100 sitting next to me on the seat here as I'm driving home. I figured, what the hell? And it came out to $3 a bottle. So, cheap stuff.
Oh, wow. Was that with a discount or is that retail?
Retail, they were buy one, get one free, $5.99 for 100 tablets. 200
Wow.
mics as far as the strength.
Oh, wow. I just paid $11 on Amazon. I got ripped off. Oh, well. Still cheap at $11. And fantastic. Yeah, I'd be curious to, you know, if you're going to start taking it, I'd be curious to see if you notice any effects over the next month or two.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. Like I said, it may help. It's not going to hurt, so why not?
Comment?
Go comment.
Our grandparents had this covered, you realize. When the filter cap shorted out in their radio, the selenium stack, rectifier stack, went up in smoke and they got selenium oxide.
That's the original selenium vaporizer, eh?
Yeah, you gotta keep a sense of humor in this.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gotta keep a positive mindset. That fear, panic mindset doesn't help you anyway.
Yeah, it winds up with a lot of toilet paper in your backyard.
Pallets and pallets.
Who has all the plungers?
Love it, love it.
Answered.
What a double. Go ahead, Jim.
Good question. There were no answers to that one.
I'm sorry, I got nothing.
We were asking about where all the plungers are with the toilet paper all over the place.
Well, that'll be next. There'll be a run on those next. All right, well, I don't know if we've exhausted the topic here or not, but if we have, I'm going to go ahead and carry on with things.
I think somebody was just looking for a good joke to to bring up to spur something on.
It's hard to compete with some of the internet memes these days.
Oh yeah. A friend of mine was explaining the toilet paper shortage. Apparently there was a government study that suggested that covering yourself in 3 to 5 layers of toilet paper would protect you from the coronavirus.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was excellent.
Hey, best explanation I've heard yet.
Nothing else makes sense, does it?
Yeah, anyhow. I'm pretty confident a couple days or so things will settle down and things will kind of get back to normal as far as being able to get what you need. Once the mass hysteria settles out and people realize that
Yep.
you can still get stuff.
Yep. I think so too. And I think long term we will overcome. You know, the worst thing we can do is panic and be afraid. It makes sense to stop and think about what we're doing and take whatever steps we can to be careful and safe and intelligent about what we do, and then proceed under those guidelines.
And the key to that is turning off the media.
Yep, for sure. KD2, and yeah, don't wait for someone to tell you whatever. Go do your own research. That's the power of the internet.
Hey guys, I'm getting to the end of my coverage over here, so I'm going to jump out. It's always a pleasure. Good to hear from you guys, and we'll catch you again soon. We'll be listening out, and that's it. 73.
Sounds great, Bob. Thanks for checking in. Good to hear from you, and enjoy your selenium. All right, I'm going to jump out to you guys. Thanks everyone who came in for a chit chat, and we'll talk to you again soon. Don't forget, Thursday night is the net, and this month's meeting is canceled. This is KD2I saying 7-3s. We'll talk to you guys later.
Hey CJ, thanks for a great topic. Good to talk to you, and maybe we'll try it again next week or something. KD2MBF. Good night, guys.
Yeah, this was fun. Thanks, CJ. KGBHM.
Cheers, gentlemen. 73s. KD2II and clear.